Thursday, January 25th, 5:31 p.m. New York time. U.S. stock markets close as well as the future markets are closed. Going to a review here on the commodities. If you want to get access to this video the same day, well, below in this video is the link to my Patreon page. In commodities, they're priced in the US dollar. So I'm going to include the US dollar in this video. Looking here at a 5-year chart. Each candle represents a week. And this is the US dollar index. Over the 5 years, you can see the market cycle. That was up top of a distribution. Smart money was selling. Here was accumulation, markup phase, markdown phase, where this huge consolidation area. We had here a little distribution. We had accumulation here. This is a very defined trend. There's a lot of whipsaw. So currently, the US dollar is trending up. So when the US dollar is trending up, that could help weaken lower commodity prices. Just remember, we're still inside the range. Here's the high of last year and the low of last year. Still inside the range of last year with the US dollar. And consolidation. By knowing this, we have a better insight how to understand commodities, what may be happening. So again, US dollar. Next week, Federal Reserve needs, Federal Reserve votes to either leave interest rates unchanged or change them. That has an effect directly on the US dollar as well, too. Let's take it to the commodities. There's several categories in commodities. There's a category of energy, category of metals, category of agricultural grains, category of livestock. We're going to do first to energy. And the main two financial instruments in energy we're going to look at is crude oil and natural gas. Crude oil, 5-year chart. The market cycles, distribution, markdown, accumulation, a little accumulation here, we're breaking out. Nice. Made a new high for the year. This is 2024, new high, broke out of this consolidation, bullish bias. Yeah, we're still inside the range of last year. Here's the high last year. Here's the low of last year. I've been bullish. I've been sharing that bullish bias, and I've been sharing trade ideas on the bullish strategies on my Patreon page. Natural gas, look at this market cycle. Distribution, markdown, accumulation. So this week, two big events occurred here on the chart. It went up, tested midpoint of this prior big red candle. That's an impulse move down. Middle of it was that red horizontal line. We tested it, rejected it. Again, the candle won't be completely done till the close of Friday. Right now, biggest rejection. Going to remove that. Also broke below the low of the year. Then the first week was the low of the year. So we made a new low. So let's move this down. I'll adjust it. Oops. There we go. Move it to the new low of the year. Now notice this big wick here on top. And the green candle, currently green, the body is inside the prior range. And the weekly candle is not done yet. And but we're making lower highs here. Still inside the range of last year. Big difference than what's happening on crude oil. We saw crude oil broke out in a new high for the year. And natural gas, new low for the year, coming into this huge consolidation area. That was accumulation here. On to the next category. Metals. Looking at gold. Look at all this price action. The high of last year, the low of last year, new low for this year, tight consolidation range. Again, lower highs. That was gold. Silver, also still inside the range of last year, but also made a new low for the year. Those are the two main metals that are heavily traded, gold and silver. Look at palladium, inside the range of last year. Here's the high of last year. Here's the low of last year. And for the current week, it's an inside candle. Again, here's the high this year. Last week made a new low. So metals are more bearish bias. And looking at copper, high of last year, the low of last year. Yellow horizontal lines, huge consolidation phase here too, but a lot of whipsaw. And it's green for the week. Here's the high of the year right here. So we're not only new high in the prior week, but we're still inside the range of the high and low this year. Tight consolidation. Go into the agricultural community now. Food products. Looking at corn. Already took out the low of last year. Here's the high of last year. Huge sell-off last year. That'd be a markdown. And look at this tiny little consolidation here. Here's the high of the year. Last week was the low of the year, turning green. Looks like we have the momentum changing. The first green candle, if it closes green, the end of this week for corn. Small trading range compared to all this volatility. Rough rice with a high low last year, the low last year, huge trading range. And right now we made a green candle, higher high than last week. Still, here's the high of this year. Yep, still inside that range of this year. It's a lot of whipsaw of rice. Rough. Now looking at wheat. So last year was a declining sell-off. And here's the high this year. In the first green candle. Nice bullish pin bar here. Each of these red candles where they made lower highs, big wicks on the bottom, and green candle. Nice. Having some buying activity on the wheat. Soybean oil. See, we're below the high of last year, above the low of last year. Big consolidation here. They make a new low for the year too, right there. The mighty dollar is also helping. Prices being low. Now this is soybean meal. Made a new low for the year. Broke the low of last year. You see a lot of volatility past few years. Soybean. Yep, we took out the low of last year. It's high this year. Much closer to the low this year. The momentum is down. Looks like it's still doing markdown. Look at the swing point all the way back from here. Nice. Let's update that. That's 2001 low. There we go. Swing low and the low. That was your agricultural and grain products. Let's look at livestock. Live cattle inside the range of last year, trending up. New high for the year, coming into midpoint, that candle. That's a high level price area to consider to watch for a potential trade out there. Be interested if it's going to reject it or do a pump and dump. Find out. Right now, the momentum's to the upside. Big candle for the week. And feeder cattle, same thing, new high for the year. Lean hog, also new high for the year. Coming back up to that midpoint. Big difference. There's the high of the year. Yep. So it looks like big consolidation phase here. Where time will tell if it's going to be a accumulation and a trend up markup, or again, if it's going to be a consolidation breakdown. Thank you as always for spending just a little bit of your time with me. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching.